Here ternary operator, which is fine. but we can use if else also. Welcome to home. We are working on link in React Router now. We have one more is also there called nav link. What? Nav link. Right? What exactly this nav link does? Whichever the link you have clicked, that will be highlighted. Now I have clicked on personal details. But is it highlighted in any special way? No. I wanted to highlight it in any special way. Then I can use nav. If I click on 10th marks, 10th marks is showing. But I wanted to highlight 10th marks. Now see here. Here dashboard is highlighting right. Likewise, I wanted to highlight 10th marks if I am in 10th marks. I wanted to highlight inter marks if I am in inter marks. I wanted to highlight personal details if I am in personal details. Like that I wanted to do it. Okay. In that case, instead of link, we can use nav link. And you should have a bit more expertise on functions with parameters. Then we'll be discussing this a bit later at later. Okay. 10th marks. Okay. 0 to 100. 1700 is the product. 3.33 is the percentage. Then the total marks. Now I can improvise it a bit better. I can improvise it a bit better. We'll be working on that in not to fix that. That's when we have worked on it. So now what I wanted to do, I wanted to improvise it a bit further. If less than 0, I wanted to show invalid. Greater than 100, I wanted to show invalid. Understanding that we will be working today. And now let us see. Now let me open the previous project which we have created. Everything is good. Okay. So let me open functions we have. Okay. Can you tell me the difference between and or. Hmm. 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 So now Ram and Lakshman want to fight with Ravana, for example. That means what? Both. If I say or, anyone, and or. Exactly like the way we have arithmetic operators, comparison operators, assignment operators, we have AND operator is also there. It is represented like this. OR operator is also there. It is represented like this. This is called logical AND and this is called logical OR. And these logical AND and logical operators are useful for multiple conditions. If you have multiple conditions, we can use logical AND or logical OR. What exactly is this? Now, just to give you an example, you know, in Mahabharata, okay, I am telling you examples through Ramayana or Mahabharata. Most of the people know. In Mahabharata, Pandavas are playing, gambling with his cousin brothers, their cousin brothers, Kauravas. Now Dharmaraja is out of money. He doesn't have enough money. Now he made a call to Lord Krishna saying, Dear Krishna, I don't have enough money. Please give me some money. I wanted to borrow some money from you. Now Krishna says, send me all your brothers. So I will give money. That means what? Krishna says, send me all your brothers. That means only Arjuna goes, will he give money? So Bhim should go and Arjun should go and Nakul should go and Sahadev should go. Total how many conditions? 4 conditions. Bhim should go, first condition. Arjun should go, second condition. Nakul should go, third condition. Sahadev should go, fourth condition. So Krishna said 4 conditions. Bhima should present, Arjuna should present, Nakul should present, Sahadev should present. Now Krishna wants all the 4 conditions should be satisfied. So he used AND operator. That means all should be satisfied. Got a point? If Krishna says, instead of send me all your brothers, he says, send me any of your brothers. Then or. That means Bhim or Arjun or Nakul or Sahadev. Anyone goes also still that's given. That means what? If you have more than one condition to check, we will be using logical operators like logical AND and logical OR. If you want those multiple conditions all to be satisfied, use logical AND. If anyone to be satisfied, use logical OR. In that case, that generates either true or false. That it goes to true statement or false statement. That means now I wanted to go to movie. Which ticket I should have? Box ticket or balcony ticket or 100 rupees ticket? Hey, ఎట్లా మర్చిపోతాను ఫైన్ మెన్ చాలా తర్వాత ఇట్స్ బిన్ లాంగ్ టైం How are you and our new mic? Just double
5 minutes time, sir.
agenda. 5 minutes time. I'll be back in just 5 minutes. I'll be back in 5 minutes. What's his 2211? Last year August batch. Right. So we are discussing about logical operators. We have worked on multiple operators like arithmetic operators. We have worked. What are the arithmetic operators? Plus, minus, multiplication, division, percentage, plus, minus, is the arithmetic operators for arithmetical calculations. And we have worked on operator precedence also. Then we have worked on assignment operators. These become assignment operators. Then we have worked on comparison operators, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, the comparison operators we have worked on. Now, when this logical operators comes into the picture, you wanted to do something, multiple conditions satisfied, then we use logical operators. Now, I wanted to say pass or fail in single subject. Which operator do we use? Comparison operator we use. Now I want to say pass or fail in overall 10. How many conditions I have to check? 6 conditions. To pass or fail in English, only one condition is sufficient. To pass or fail in 10th, I need 6 conditions. In that case, these logical operators come to the picture. Now, if you want all the 6 conditions to be satisfied, use logical AND operator. If any one of the 6 conditions needs to be satisfied, use logical OR operator. Got my point? As I said, now imagine I wanted to meet Prime Minister. What is the procedure? First appointment. Then security checks will be. So now security check 1, only one security check. Security check 2, security check 3, security check 4, security check 5, security check 6, security check 7. PM, yeah, not local MLA, PM. To go to the PM residence itself, they will not allow. You have to show the appointment. To go to that area, then go to that street, one more time you have to show. To enter into that building, one more time you have to show. That floor, one more time you have to show. Around 6 to 7 times you have to show. Now, in this case, to meet PM, all these conditions should be satisfied or any one is sufficient. All. That means which operator I have to use? Logical AND operator. So, condition 1 and condition 2 and condition 3 and like that will be using it. Now all the conditions must be satisfied. If all the conditions are satisfied, that generates true, it goes to true state. If any one of the conditions are not satisfying, it generates false. It goes to false. Got a point? Now I wanted to have darshan of Lord Balaji in Tirupati. Which ticket I should have? Free ticket, 50 rupees ticket, 500 rupees ticket, 5,000 rupees ticket. I should have any one. In that case, or logical or. Got your point? So, if you have multiple conditions, right? We have to use comparison operator, no doubt about it. Plus, by using multiple conditions, you can use either logical AND or logical OR. Logical AND means all must be satisfied. Logical OR means any one. In that case, we use. Got a point? Now, the work which we are attending, the task which we are doing, saying 90, 90, something like student failed in English, okay, 90. Remove this alert on change 10th mark sheet. Input on change, I'm just removing this alert. And also, I'm removing this alert. This is disturbing us now, so I'm removing it. So 90 I am entering, 80 I am entering, 60 I am entering, 50 I am entering, 40 I am entering, 6 I am entering. Now if you observe here, I am getting result, subject wise I am getting it. Now I want overall 10th, pass or fail I want it. Now which operator I have to use? Logical and operator I have to use. So now what I do is I click on the submit button. Yeah, button here. The submit button. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to write it. What we are doing. We have already written some code here. Submit. Nothing is happening here. Let me check it. Of the submit button. What we are doing, we are getting the marks. First name, last name, state, English. Now I don't want this state because we have deleted that. English, Telugu, Hindi, Science, Social, Maths, then total. Giving percentage here also. This state I am removing it. Click on submit. Got 386 out of 600 with 64.333 like this. Will this look good? No. So what I'll do, I just use the dot. There is nothing but an inbuilt function. I am passing the parameter. We'll show two decimal values only. Got it. Now it is reducing it. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to show pass or fail also. So I can get the name also like this here. First name. We are not getting the first name by first name input referred current dot value. I think we haven't entered anything. That's it. Searching. Now supplement got 386 out of 600 with 64.3%, perfectly fine. And two decimal values we have given it. Now I wanted to show pass or fail also. So now what I will do here, I'll create a variable. I'll create a variable. Let 10th result. So I'll say I have created. I am creating the variable. I am not assigning any value to it as of now. And what I will do here, I will check if which is 35, then logical end. English marks should be greater than or equal to pass marks, and Telugu marks should be greater than or equal to pass marks. Hindi marks greater than or equal to pass marks. And Hindi, science, motion. English, Telugu, Hindi, science, social, maths. I have used logical end. That means if all are generating true, this generates true. Anyone generates false, this generates false. Okay. Like I will generate this message here. Okay. I'll say 10th result. I'll say pass. Say pass. Else what I'm saying? Okay. That means here each comparison operator generates true. That we have worked on it. Now if everything is true, this logical end generates true. If anything is false, this generates false. So if it is false, it goes to false statement. If it is true, it goes to true statement. I am displaying the message here. Total dot first name, last name is now see what happens. This is submit. Sachin Tendulkar is passed and got 386 out of 600 with 64.3. But so I'll say 20. Here itself we are showing fail. I'll say submit. Sachin Tendulkar is failed and got 366 out of 600. Got a point? Understood what is logical or? Got no point? So now it's like this. The behavior is like this. If condition 1, if this condition 1 generates true and condition 2 and condition 3 and condition 4 like that. This means all the 4 conditions should generate. Clear? Understood? Now we have tried logical AND operator. Now we will try logical OR operator. We will try logical operator OR operator. Now I can use this here also. Now see. Now here what is actually happening? I am giving 800. Still saying pass only. Is that right? Now what I will do? I can write a condition there. Now I am on change. On change. Now marks greater than pass marks. We are saying pass and green, fail and this. But what I will do here now observe. Now I don't need this actually because we have written it here now, nipples. Now I don't need this. Even I don't need this also. Earlier we have written like this. Later we have replaced with if else. Okay. Now what it is doing, if marks are greater than pass marks, then it is saying pass and green. Else it is saying fail and red, which is perfectly fine. But what I wanted to check it is less than 0 and greater than 100. If it is less than 0 and greater than 100, I don't want it to allow. I want it to show invalid value like. How many conditions I have? 2 conditions. Now see here. I'll use the OR operator here. That marks greater than 100. What I'll do? I'll say I'll show it in red color, saying invalid mark. I'm not giving greater than or equal to, I'm giving greater than. If I type more than 100, now see what happens. Are you able to see? Invalid mark it is showing. 100, pass. 101, invalid mark. But if I give minus 30, it's showing fail. Is that right? Invalid marks it should show. So what I'll do here, I'll use the OR operator. Greater than 100 or marks less than 0. That means 2 conditions I am writing it here like this. Marks greater than less than 0 or greater than 100. Here I have to use logical AND operator or logical OR operator. Why OR? Any one. In this case, a number cannot have both. A number. Now, if I say minus 20, less than 0, 120, greater than 100. But both conditions never be satisfied at the same time. So, I have to use OR operator. If a value less than 0 or greater than 100, I am saying invalid marks. Now see here minus 30. Now if I enter it minus 30, invalid marks. Then 20, yes, fail. 120, invalid. Now our form is improvising a bit because we are using logical AND and logical OR operators. Got my point? Clear? Logical AND means all the conditions must be satisfied. Logical OR means any one of the conditions are satisfied. Now, if I wanted to say pass 6 subjects, all the 6 must be satisfied. You are BTech pass. How many subjects? 60 subjects. How many subjects you have passed? All the subjects. So, logical AND or logical OR? Logical AND. Each and every subject must be passed. Each and every subject must be passed. Logical AND. Any one logical. We have used it. Now our this one, our form is a bit improvised. Now if I enter minus 20, invalid. Now it is showing in 2 line. I don't want it in 2 line. I want it in single line. What I will do? We have this as span, right? Invalid marks result is span. So I am coming to CSS. Span width 75 pixels is there. Now I will change that to 125. Earlier we were displaying just pass or fail, 4 letters. So 75 bit is fine. Now invalid marks. So I have to make it now. This is still fine. Now I am just refreshing it. So now I'll say minus 300 invalid, minus 30 invalid, minus 3 invalid, invalid. Same is applicable to understanding what I'm saying. Complicated? Now, if I click on submit button, is failed because I want to give a names here. I'll say, okay, I'm forgetting the names to give, so I can add some instructional text here. I can add some instructional text also. What now I'm coming to here. Input. This is input, right? We have something called a placeholder. What? Placeholder. Say enter your first name. That means what? Are you able to see here? It's showing. I have given enter your first name. So now enter your first name. If I click on it, I can type it, gone. No text is there, it will display that. Here I have to give enter your last name. Placeholder. Enter your first name. Enter your last name. Understood what is placeholder? It shows instructional text like. Now, for example, I don't enter these things. Still, I can detect also. If first name dot text is empty, I can show an alert. Please enter your first name or please enter your last name. Like that also, I can show it. Understanding what I'm saying? Clear? Clear? Right? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the actual execution how is happening internally. We have a concept called debugging. What? Debugging. What is debugging mean? Yes, process of identifying errors basically. Debugging is a feature which is available in so many code editors, including Visual Studio Code. What exactly it does, right? We'll have control while executing the code. Now imagine, to give you an example, you are watching Bahubali movie so seriously in theater. So you haven't watched the movie. Everyone said Bahubali is super bumper. They said. Now you wanted to like to watch the movie. In movie theater, you are watching. Your boss called you. Important phone call. What you have to attend the call. Then what about the movie? Gone. Then boss call is gone. Yes, she is right. You are in entertainment mode. Why boss calls? So either you have to handle anyone. Either you miss the movie or miss the call. Imagine the same situation. You are seriously watching the movie in Amazon Prime. Your boss called. What do you? We'll pause the movie and make a phone call. Say, boss, I'm in an important meeting. I'll call you back. With whom? Bahubali. Right? You will take the call. After the call, you will pause the movie. Now, which is better? Pausing the movie, you have more control. You have more control in watching in Prime than earlier. Those days are gone now. Earlier, movie means once you start the movie, you finish the movie. In between 10-minute break, that's it. Now people are watching movie 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. Yes, sir. Why they cannot concentrate full? I have watched Rangasthala movie almost 2 months. Every half an hour, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour. Every time, okay, where I have seen till last. Got my point? So those are the possibilities. Now, new possibilities. That's what instead of now what they are doing, even the movies they are releasing it as episodes. Now they have realized that okay, 2 hours, 3 hours movie, any people cannot watch. So anyway, this OTT means they can watch pieces by pieces. So they are increasing the length of that story also. They are creating 10 episodes, 20 episodes. We are calling it as web series. Got a half an hour, 20 minutes, you can see like exactly the same thing here. Debugging means code execution is in our control. Like we can play or pause the video. Right? The same thing can be done. Code execution either go ahead or stop. We can do it. That is what the possibilities in debugging. Now, what is it? Now, let me show you what I will do. I have this submit button, right? If I click on the submit button, it's showing the result. Now, I'll say Saurav Ganguly. And if I say submit Saurav Ganguly's page, because -24 is showing. Okay, now on click of the submit button, what is happening? I want what exactly is happening. Now observe here, I am opening the code and on this code we have something called on submit, right? We have on submit button. On the submit button, what I will do here, line numbers are showing, right? Here are able to see small red button. Now if I move it, the red is moving. Now I'll click on that. Now red is highlighted now. Earlier it was showing light color, but it is in dark color. Red. We call that red dot as a breakpoint. What? Breakpoint. Breakpoint means code execution stops there. Code execution stops there. Understanding what I'm saying? Now I wanted to run the application. Now if code execution stops there, we have to run the application in debug mode. What? Debug mode. That means what? Now see here. Are you able to see here? Left hand side run and debug. Run and debug, I am clicking on it. And here run and debug, I am selecting it. And it is asking where you want it to debug. I say web application Chrome. I have selected web application Chrome. It opens a file called launch.json. It opens a file called launch.json. And here you have to give the proper URL. Now our application URL is localhost 3000, but here it is showing localhost 8080. I'll just change this to 3000. I'll just change this to 3000. Now what I have done, I have created the breakpoint. I have created the breakpoint. Where I have created the breakpoint in line number 256. I have created. Now I have clicked on this run and debug, and I have selected this run and debug again. Then selected Chrome. Then launch.json is created, and I have given this 3000 URL. I have given it. This launch.json is one-time activity. Now what I will do, I wanted to run the application. Are you able to see here? Run and debug. I am clicking on this run and debug. Now what actually happens? A new browser will be opened. Now see here. See. Already one is here. We are already working on this. But another one is opening. Now see, another one is opening. If you see here, no bookmarks, nothing is showing, just only browser. Now here we are running the application in the normal mode. Here we are running the application in debug mode. Debug mode means breakpoints taken into consideration. Now what I will do, I'll enter Rohit Sharma, and I'll enter 90, 80, 70. I have given these marks. Now observe here, if I click on submit, what happens? Observe. I'm saying submit. Now what happened? This line number 26 is highlighting a sub. That means code execution stopped there. Code execution stopped there. See here, actual result should show. Why result is not showing? Because the code execution stopped here. Now to show the result, all the code has to be executed, right? But we have stopped, like the way we have done pass. We have done it. In movie theater, we don't have control. Movie theater, we don't have control. If you miss it, miss it. But in Prime, we have control in OTT. Here also, we can watch the movie in theater or in OTT. You can watch the movie in theater or in OTT. Theater, you don't have control. In OTT, you have control. Here also the same. This is like normal execution. It's like theater, no control. This is like OTT, control. Now I have created the breakpoint. The code execution stopped there. Code execution stopped there. Not only this, have you observed here? Are you able to see a small bar is showing? What exactly is that? Where you can control play or pause like that. Control play or pause. Now observe here. Are you able to see this? This is called a step over. Basically it goes to next line. Now this line number 256 stopped there, but line number 256 not executed yet. Line number 256 is not executed yet. Now see here, here are able to see local variables, local on click. First name it is showing undefined. That means where value is not assigned yet. Now I'll click this. Now line number 256 has been executed. Now see, first name change it to Rohit. Earlier why it was not showing Rohit? That line is not executed. That's why it is not showing. Now see here, what is it showing? Last name undefined. But here in last name, what actually we are doing? We are taking the value of that input and assigning it to the variable. That line is not executed. So it is showing undefined last name. Now if I click on this, now see here, it shows Sharma. Understanding? If I click on the submit button earlier, all the code used to execute just instantly. But now we have created the breakpoint, it stopped there. Now I am controlling step by step. I am controlling step by step. Now see here again I am clicking on next. It goes to next line. Now see English marks, if I roll over on it, 90. Here also you can find that. English marks 90. Here Telugu marks are undefined. Are you able to see it? Roll over, it is undefined because we haven't collected the value from Telugu and assigned to the Telugu marks yet. If this line executes it, that happens. Now if I click on this next line, now see, Telugu marks are 80. So have you observed it? We have stopped the execution and executing line by line. That is the control we get it. It is like in cricket, if you see, batsman is running and the bowler throws the ball and it hits the wickets. Now what happens? Normally, if the batsman is out of the crease, out. If in the crease, not out. Umpire unable to see that within that past moment. Then he will give it to third umpire. What third umpire will do? Frame by frame he will take. Exactly the same. More detailing. Frame by frame he will check it. Third umpire will say out or not out. Exactly the same. Line by line we can execute it. That is in our country. If you are executing line by line, if there is anything wrong, it is easy to detect. Got a point? Now again I am clicking here, next line. Again I am clicking here, next line, next line, next line, like that I am doing it. Now see. Now mark has been created. Now if you see first name, Hindi marks, English marks, values for these are assigned. But 10th result is not executed yet. Total marks are also not executed yet. Because that code is not executed. On this, okay. Then percentage. Now percentage also it is generated. It's 65. Clicking on the next line. Now we are checking the condition here. Now we are checking the condition. Now see, all the conditions has been checked because English 90 greater than pass marks, 80 greater than pass marks, Hindi 70 greater than pass marks, science, social, maths, all are greater than pass marks. So it is going to true statement. And here right now it is empty is there. If I execute this line, it says pass. Now 10th result is pass. Then now we are generating the message. Now see, till now the message is not generated. Now it will be generated. Now we are assigning it, generating this message and assigning total. Now see. Earlier it used to happen in less than 1 second. Now totally in our control. What is the advantage of this debugging? Line by line execution. Something is going wrong. Something is going wrong. We can add a breakpoint and check step by step of where is going wrong. Got a point? Understood the advantage of using debugging? And here this one continue means we can create multiple breakpoints also. If I click on this continue, if there is any breakpoint, it will stop there. If there are no breakpoint, it executes. Now it is showing like this. Again observe here. I will change it to Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli. Now I am clicking on submit. Yeah, no, sorry, not here. I should. We have two things, right? This is the normal execution. This is debugging. Here I am changing it to Virat Kohli. And if I say submit, now see what happens. It stopped here. Now if I click on this button, line by line it executes. Yes or no? Now what I will do, I can create multiple breakpoints also. I am adding breakpoint here. Line number 288 I have added it. Now if I click on this continue button, what happens? It stops at next breakpoint. So I am clicking on this. No, so it It stopped here. Now if I click on this again, there are no breakpoints, so it completes its execution. Now it will be showed here. Virat Kohli passed. Got 390 out of 600. Got your point? Understood what is debugging? So it is very important debugging. Programmer creates code, no doubt about it, but he'll also create mistakes. He also create mistakes. Now, if there's something is going wrong, we wanted to identify that and we have to correct it. If something is not working as per the plan, how to correct it? First step, identify where is the problem. First step of solving the problem is where is the problem, identifying. Second step, what is the problem? Third step, solution for the problem. Now, here what I will do, here 10th result is equal to past is there. Now I have given, instead of is equal to, I have given double equal. That means we are assigning or we are checking? We are checking. Mistakenly I have given it. I am expecting their past should be shown. But their past is not showing. Something is wrong. First step, identify where is the problem. Where is the problem? Line number 288 is the problem. Second step, what is the problem? Instead of equal to, we have given double equal. Solution of the problem, remove one equal. Understanding what I am saying? See, you are seriously writing code. Your 10th result equal to, someone has called you. You just responded. Press double equal to, done. You need 1 hour to fix that. So developer should be utmost careful while writing the code. You go to any software company, very big companies, you will find gyms, meditation rooms, cricket grounds, big cafeterias. Why? Stress. Because they are thinking a lot from you. You go to a normal factory, any iron factory, sugar factory, some mechanical factory. Those people working much more harder than us, but they don't have those facilities. Why? Software developers have more facilities. Because mentally, if your brain is relaxed, then things works properly. If you go to software companies, right? In the evening, around 6 people, 10 people, they'll go for tea. They have a beautiful cafeteria. Why they go outside, go to some small shop and drink tea? There are two reasons. One is stress release. One is, okay, make it one reason. Okay, boys may understand. Okay, so what they do? They'll go out, around 10 minutes walk they do. They will have a tea. They know that is more of water only. But still they'll go for that tea only and drink the tea and come. The reason is, once you go out and come, your brain will be relaxed. Things will work fine. Got my point? That's why your focus is very important. Sometimes what happens, your manager says we must finish it. Any cost. Now I have this button here. what is happening. Line by line, you can check it, how things are executing. Then you can write the code accordingly. In that cases, it will be helpful. If there are any errors, you can execute it. By checking it, you can, where is the problem, guess it, add the breakpoint there, and step by step execute. Any problem, to solve it, coding point of view, first guess where is the problem, guess only. After the guess, you will be getting clarity, this problem, this line is the problem. Where is the problem, then what is the problem, then solution for the problem. Don't try to solve directly. 3 steps. Step 1, identify where. Step 2, what. Step 3, solution. Now, water is leaking. What do you do? First, you check where the water is leaking, from where it is coming, then why it is coming, then solution. It's like that. Got a point? So now, what I want you to do, I want you to show the result also. Now, I have this button here. If I click on this, the debugging will be stopped. I have this refresh button, like restart button. If I have done some changes, again, if I say refresh, again, the code executes. Now I am stopping it. Debugging stop. Stop. Double equal to. Got it? So it altogether opens in a new browser, right? Then now you can execute line by line code. This is very important. All these days you are creating the code, but you are judging, okay, this might be happening. But now you can create a breakpoint and check how your code is executing line by line. You can understand whether the condition is satisfying or not satisfying. You can check it. I want you to try this. Okay, now I want you to create a form for inter first year and inter second year, and enter marks in inter first year, enter marks in inter second year. I want inter first year result, I want inter second year result, and overall inter result. Overall inter passed or failed, how do I say it? First year also should be passed, second year also should be passed, then only inter passed. That means logical end or logical out? Logical end. First year should be passed, end. Second year should be passed, then inter passed. I want you to try this. Clear? Understood debugging? You have to click on this debug, run and debug. This is one-time activity. Now I have already done this. That's why it is not showing yet. You have to click on this. Then here run and debug will be shown. You click on run and debug. Then it will ask you where you wanted to debug. I wanted to debug it in the Chrome browser. So select Web Chrome. Then it will create launch.json. Then you just change this URL. That means you are enabling the debugging for this project. If there is another project, you have to do the same activity. Only one time per project. Okay. Let me create a task for you.